Yeah, we got a sick cat in here. Awesome. Can you guys hear me? Sometimes this is a new setup here, so I'm just trying to make sure. La 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 la. Oh, Leo's saying he's watching this or listening to this from his car. So, hey, Leo. Well, okay, we got a question. Will you guys do a pre-flight party in Saint Hubert? So this is a big question I get. I'll tackle this one. Um, so June 6th, we're hopefully, if everything works out well, we're going to be in Saint Hubert for D-Day, and the big question is, there's probably going to be a lot of people, like you guys in the chat, and anybody that's around will probably maybe want to be a part of it. So what are we going to do? So probably I don't think we'll do something the day before, but normally the morning, hopefully we'll have a barbecue or some sort of event where everybody can come hang out, see the airplane, like maybe like a little kind of air show, I guess one aircraft air show. And then hopefully, if everything goes good, my father and whoever I pick or we pick for co-pilot will go out, do a test flight, land, maybe go up for a second flight, and really just fly the airplane around for maybe an hour or more. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. And then that evening, we'll definitely organize some sort of party, maybe a tent at site, depending on. We still don't even have a place to work on the airplane officially. Still working on that. But yeah, we'll definitely have some sort of party going on. Yeah, barbecue, hopefully some beer, non-alcoholic beer for the young ones, or I guess apple juice is what other people call it. But yeah, so hopefully we'll do that, and that's kind of the plan. But it might change. But yeah, hopefully have everybody possible there. So that'd be cool. Oh, hello, Oscar. Oscar, thank you. Oscar threw down some super chat. MX, is that Mexican? MX? I don't think. Excuse my ignorance when it comes to other dollar amounts, but thank you, Oscar. Thank you for the donations. Dylan's asking, at some point, can you show us the DC-6? Yes, Dylan. We could show the DC-6 for the viewers that don't know. My father purchased a swing tail DC-6 from Alaska, and we haven't really flown it because it can't really fly in Canada because it's really complicated when it comes to importing aircraft, especially ones with really crazy mods on it, like a tail that swings open. But it's in Hay River. It's in a different place than I am. So once I go to Hay River, yes, we can do a yard review of and show a bunch of DC-3 airframes that have never been shown. That we'll get to that. So there's a lot of airplanes to show you guys. Lots of content. Hopefully, keep you guys interested for the long haul. I'm not planning on quitting this thing until after June 6th. I'll take a break, and then maybe we'll start a season 2, but we don't know. Oh, Paul J. Sims. Thanks, Paul J. Sims. 20 pounds. That's awesome. Paul Young. Thank you, Paul. $10 supporting the cause. You got GC Wees. $2. Thank you. Thank you, GC. Paul Sims. No, Paul Sims. Two Pauls. Paul Sims, Paul Young. Huge thank you. And GC Wees, thank you. Oh, geez. RoboCop. Hey, RoboCop. I remember RoboCop 021. I remember you from last time. A few dollars to have Frosty to memory of Will and Zach. Yeah, that's unfortunately there was a tragedy here in Yellowknife, and another company lost an aircraft. I can't really say much about it because really there is no more real info. And yeah, that's a harsh reality sometimes of the location that we live. But moving on, why does your plane tail, James Walsh donated $7. Thank you. Why does your plane tail stick out at the Red Deer hangar? Looks awesome. Okay, James, that's actually a very good question. So if anybody's ever seen a picture of the Red Deer hangar, like here's the hangar doors. Okay, this is better. Here's the hangar doors, and there's an airplane tail sticking out. And the reason why the airplane tail sticking out is because the rudder is too high for the door. I know that's a very high-tech thing there. But yeah, so the tail sticks out because the tail is the highest point, and it's bigger than the door. So that's why. So if you see pictures of it, that's usually the Lockheed Electra or DC-4. So using a World War II hangar. These hangars are like the hangars we're talking about, not the Yellowknife hangar, the hangar in Red Deer. It's wooden World War II Harvard hangar, Penhold, Alberta. So yeah. Our neighbors Air Spray built a brand new hangar, one of the nicest, air tanker hangars I've ever seen. It could fit Electra in very easily. John Sabo. Jan Sabo. Hi, from Slovakia. Hey, or Victor. I don't know if you guys. I hear we got some fans in Slovakia. Our pilot Victor, who just started here. I believe he's from the Czech Republic, but he was just in Slovakia and said that there was some ice piles, some PlaneSaver fans. So hello Slovakia. Thank you for the £2. That's awesome. Mini Source is asking, how are you getting DTT to Red Deer? We're gonna fly it. Okay, I'll tackle another question that brings up, why don't we take the airplane apart, truck it to Red Deer, and then do the work in Red Deer where all the parts and people are? That's a two-pronged question. Uncle Ronnie's told me that he's taken apart and trucked probably 6 or 7 DC-3s in the last 20 years. And he says it's more work to take an airplane apart and truck it than it is to, take an airplane apart, truck it, put it back together to the same level that you took it apart from is going to be about the same amount of work than it is just to get it flying. So Uncle Ronnie always wants to get airplanes flying, and we do too, or us as PlaneSavers do. So it's a match made in heaven. So we're going to get the airplane flying. The answer to the question is it's easier to get it flying than it is to take it apart, truck it, and then put it back together, and then start your work. So yeah. Okay, we got Samuelson, Edo Samuelson. Thank you. No, that's every little bit helps. Regards from Norway. Hello, Norway. I love Norway. Cami, $10. Thank you, Cami. Will you do pre-flight party at St. Hubert with the DC-3 is ready? Yes, Cami. I tackled this answer right when I started. Yes, there'll be a pre-flight barbecue and then a post-flight party. I don't want a party before, party after. So that's kind of it. Oh, we got Captain Carta, Australia. 20 Australian dollars. Thank you very much. Discovered that buffalo. I'm kind of pointing at the thing. I don't know if that lines up for me. Discovered that buffalo has an Aussie connection. DC4 PSH X Qantas. Yes, our DC4 PSH is one of the highest times DC4s in the world. It's a Qantas machine. So if Qantas ever wants it back, it's sitting in Hay River. We can put some engines on it and take it to Australia. It'd probably take us like a month to get there, but it would be worth it. GC Wees, thank you, $2. Mikey, can you do an episode showing a DC-3 startup? Yes. I've been meaning to do a DC-3 startup. It's just been so freaking cold. But I'll promise I'll get you that. Broadgates, is that Australian $5? Thank you so much. National 1075. Hi from the UK. Following your progress from day one. What you're doing is brilliant. Well, thank you, National 1075. I'm having a good time doing this. Actually, I'll tell you guys a little story. I've been having a hard time sleeping because I've been editing movies in my sleep. Even this morning, I woke up and I was like still editing episodes because there's so much content that people are sending me. And I got a big backlog of content. And I try to keep videos around 10 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes, which is my sweet spot for being able to get things done and get it out. I wish I could make longer ones, but it's just a matter of actual time. So if there's people that send videos, I love videos because it's like 2-3 minutes. That saves me about 45 minutes of work. So I love videos. When people send me pictures and text, then I have to go in and I don't really write a script, but I edit the sequence and put the pictures in, and then I voice over and do the script on the fly. So it takes me time. So I'm slowly getting to more logbook searches and family history searches. I did an interview yesterday with I don't want to ruin it, but I did my first interview here in the hangar with a guy with a very cool history. So that's coming up. I'm going to probably do that maybe Monday, Tuesday, depending on time. But the answer is the editing is, there's no real question. But yeah, the editing is kind of taking over my brain when people are talking to me, I'm still just editing in my head. Oh, Jonathan Baker. Hello, Mike from Bomber Country, Lincoln. Can you do a video about the last plane your dad got from UK? Yeah, I could. That's Lockheed Electras from Air Atlantic. I could probably do that. Thank you so much for the donations. We got $5 from message retracted. Oh, thank you, message retracted. We got Ashley in the chat asking what is the paint scheme it's going to be on DTD, and that we don't know quite yet. I explained this kind of in the last one. What I'm leaning to is just silver with invasion stripes and a roundel. That's probably what we're going to do. But I'm working with the flight sim guys I got some really cool flight sim models coming up, folks. I really like the flight sim content because that is content you guys can do from home. You don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on airplanes. You can just, run these things on the computer. So I like doing the flight sim content, even though I don't really fly flight sim, but I love what they're doing. So we got some, and it's really good for showing paint schemes because it's in 3D and it's, I don't have to go outside. It's warm. Russell Sweet, thank you, Russell Sweet. That is very sweet, Russell Sweet. $15, thank you very much. Paul Nichols, hey Mikey, what are the plans for DTD after Oshkosh? Well, thanks, very good question. I don't know yet. I might have a big surprise for you guys after Oshkosh, but most likely, I'm saying about 80% chance it's going to go to Red Deer, Alberta, where the other D-Day machines are, and then wait to see what happens next. There's a lot of stuff happening, so to do things, you shouldn't think too far ahead, or you'll start stumbling, kind of getting ahead of yourself. So just one thing at a time, but definitely after all this effort and all this love, DTD is not disappearing. Like, it's going to be something cool. I promise you guys that, but I just don't know yet. Justin Wong, thank you. Wondering why ice pilots ended. That's a very, very complex question, as you can imagine. I might want to tackle that probably on its own video, because just doing it justice, it ended basically, here's the network didn't want the show anymore. That's it. That's easy, but that's a little too simplified, but good enough for a live stream. Peter, thank you. NOK 100. I don't know what NOK 100 is. Thank you, Peter. That is awesome. Robert Lingston, again, love the shows, Mikey. Robert is our #1 guy from Scotland. Thank you, Robert. You've been supporting us. In the desert, between PlaneSavers and Ice Pilots, there was this desert of content, and Robert, you've been supporting us the entire time. Thank you very much. Freedom Fighter 2017. I love that. It's a great name. $25 Canadian. Thank you, Freedom Fighter 2017. Hopefully, I can give you guys some good stuff. Ken Mercer, $10. No question, no request, just a thank you. Thank you, Ken. That's very, 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 very kind of you. Jeff Matthews, £5. How has the pilot shortage affected you guys? Very good question, Jeff. Something I can answer. Pilot shortage worldwide is basically just as it sounds. There's less pilots than there is demand, and just like supply and demand, stuff happens. Like if something is everywhere, just like say DC-3s, it's kind of the same kind of thing. 10 years ago, there was DC-3s everywhere. Basically, you get a free DC-3 because a lot of airports were trying to get them off. There were derelicts and trying to get them off the airport. You can get a free one. Now DC-3s are getting rare, and that's kind of like pilots. There used to be just hordes of pilots. Now, because of the baby boom generation, because smaller aircraft are becoming more prevalent, no one's flying 747s. They're all flying a whole bunch of little airplanes like Embraers and stuff. More pilots, more connections, more flights, more direct flights. So that's the supply. So what it does is that pilots get into the cockpit quicker and they move on quicker. So it's less about training a pilot than just having a pilot. So the training people job specific is going by the wayside, and it's just like, here's a seat, you sit in it, you're only here for a year, and we've got to start training the next guy. So it's good for the pilot's career, but honestly, yeah, if they're going to get to the airlines very, very quick, and then they're done. So that could go either way. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, I'm missing some here. Excuse me. Matt Man, Connect Canada. Thank you. All you do. Thanks, Matt. $20. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Nevi J, $140. Thank you. Good job, PlaneSavers. Keep up the good work. Should bring your dad to one of the Q&A section. It's Sunday. So after our Sunday Mass, thank you. He's here somewhere. He is here. I don't know if you'll quite understand what's going on, like this kind of stuff, but he loves watching these videos and reading your comments. So believe it or not, my father will read every single one of these comments. And he's looking for ex-Buffalo guys. So if you're an ex-Buffalo guy, please write in the comment. He'll love to hear from you. Big A, $1. Thank you. We show a tour of the de Havilland Venom. Yes, it's actually the Vampire. The Venom's the next one. But yeah, we have the Vampire. Would you guys maybe like to see the Vampire fly on a future season of PlaneSavers? We got all the parts. Just need a test pilot. So if anybody wants to test fly the RAF second jet-powered fighter jet, let me know in the comments. Sebastian, thank you, Sebastian. Just spending my month subscription free for PlaneSavers. Thank you, Sebastian, for sending the money. I'm doing my best to make sure you guys have a lot of video. Bob from Peterborough, love my new Buffalo hat. Thanks, Bob. Wix Peaks, $20. Thank you. Love the show. Keep up the good work. Come fly antique planes with me here in VA. That's Virginia. What's VA? Sometime I can never remember. VA, West Virginia. No. Oh man, sorry. Yeah, what's VA? Let me know in the comments. Virginia, yes, okay, yes. Well, by Washington D.C., where Fredericksburg, where the guy who found the picture of the Basler DC-3 that happened to be one serial number away from PNR, and then my buddy Aussie Will, the Aussie Ace, is in Australia. It's amazing how stuff happens. If that sounds like gibberish, watch one of the episodes. It's awesome. Super M 168. Do you own any ex-Zantop airplanes? Yeah, I don't know for sure. I don't want to say yes. And the Zantop Electras that were in Detroit that hold the fluke car parts. I know there's lots of parts. I know we bought a lot of Zantop airplanes parts. Sorry, but I don't know for sure. Hopefully. Okay. Paul Young. Hello, Paul Young. Lewis Peterson. Lewis Peterson, are there any plans to introduce jets in the Buffalo fleet? That's a good question. There's not very many jets that can land on gravel. 737-200, the RJ 85, which is the BA 146, can land on gravel. Where we are, it's gravel is king. ATR 72s, Dash 8 through 100s, Dash 8 300s and 400s. Once they get a cargo door, but jets, it's not very practical for where we are. And plus, Nolanor's here, First Air's here, Canadian North, and Chrono are all here with jets. So we kind of have our own niche. The new Gibson, would Buffalo train me as a pilot from scratch? You need a new Gibson. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, it's pilot shortage. We'll do anything, but because of the pilot shortage and everything, we're actually pretty short-staffed. We would love to have a flight school, but we kind of need the pilots to show up ready to go. But we do have a good group of pilots. Even with the pilot shortage, I'm pretty proud of the guys we have, and girls. We have 2 female pilots with us right now that are doing amazing. One, Jamie McDonald, who her parents, or her mom for sure, and cousins and stuff watch the show. Hi, Jamie's family. She's flying the C-46 and DC-3 today. Or not today, but tomorrow for sure. And hopefully we'll get her on the show. Excuse me. James, thank you. $20. Looking forward to see the plane in the air. Yes, James. Oh, picture of you in a snowbird. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully we'll get it in the air. Heathrow champ. Will Buffalo fly the L100, which is the civilian Hercules? Maybe one day, but we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. The problem is, I think there's there's none on the market right now. Linden Air Freight, I think, pretty much owns the market on them. I hear there's one in Boneyard, but it needs like $20 million to get flying. So $70 million for a brand new one. So if anybody from Lockheed is watching and they want to sponsor PlaneSavers, if you can give us one of your brand new civilian Hercs, $70 million US, I could do a bumper ad for you. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you. Wild Bill, any news from the guys in Montana? Yes, I got some videos in the queue from Montana Mikey. I haven't got around to it. He's got some surprises. I've been kind of focusing on Night Fright because Night Fright is doing stuff right now that is like each day. And I'll be hitting up Montana Mikey here once Night Fright is back in Coventry. I just want to make sure you guys got the live updates on Night Fright. And a huge, huge thank you to all the PlaneSaver viewers and fans and friends and everybody that went to Peterborough, Ontario and helped the Night Fright crew. Neil sent me a picture, a selfie I'm going to put on tomorrow's show with all the volunteers. Thank you. That was very, 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 very kind of you guys. Hester Smith, £5. Thank you. Will you bring the Send a Postcard fundraiser back? Yeah, I do have some postcards coming. Yeah, I'll probably do that very soon. We'll keep on thing. What a postcard thing is, I'll have to find a creative way to do it, but I could send you guys all postcards. I'll hand make a bunch of postcards and send them out. I love doing that stuff. James Doyle, what do you think of the Avro Aero replica being built in Calgary? That is one of the coolest things that's happening in aviation today. A lot of people love, the newest thing Boeing's making. I'm amazed with the guys in Calgary that are making a flying Avro Aero replica. That is the coolest thing in history. Wish all those guys the best luck in the world. I can't wait to see that flying. The Avro Aero has been just an amazing thing. Actually, fun fact, I got banned in school. I got banned from actually doing Avro Aero projects because that's all I would do. And I found a loophole. I did end up, instead of doing Avro Aero, I ended up doing the Sparrow missile, the Arenda Sparrow. No, the Arenda was the engines. I used to remember. Anyway, they had the missile systems on the Avro Aero. They had the Aurora, the Arenda Iroquois engine and the Sparrow missile. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm just rambling. So anyway, that's kind of fun. Oh, Paul Ritchie, thank you, $5. Thank you, Paul. That's awesome. David, can Lockheed convert a C-130 into a L-100? That answer is not right now, but Lockheed can do anything. If you took a C-130 to Area 51 with Skunk Works, they could make it into anything they wanted. So could they? Yes. Would they? Probably not. But I can't speak for Lockheed. I can only use their products, which is the Lockheed Electra. Thank you, Lockheed. I love you. If you guys ever need any help, let me know. I'm glad to help you guys out. Madison Allen, have you ever thought of starting a Patreon account? That's a big question I get. I probably will. I know that once you get 30,000 subscribers in YouTube, YouTube has their own kind of Patreon account, and I kind of might want to do that. Yeah, so I'll probably work on that. If we can get up to 30,000 subscribers, yeah, we'll see. So, Jimmy Mick, thanks for great work, Mikey. Cheers from Australia. I hope to see you in Oshkosh. See you guys in Oshkosh. I had the best time with Australians at Oshkosh. You guys are long lost Canadian cousins, and of course Americans. But the Australians, you guys really treated me well. So thank you guys. We'll see you in Oshkosh. So what's happening here? What time we got here? We got 709 people watching live. We've been on for about 24 minutes. Thank you guys so much. smash that like button, which would really help me out. Yeah, hopefully we do pretty good here. Okay, I'll probably go about another 5 minutes. I just want to thank everybody again. Patreon is 10 times better, and they go through PayPal. Thanks, Lindy Kid. I'll do some more research on it. Owen Gallagher, Mikey from Ireland. Hello, Owen. I would love to go to Ireland. That's where the Green and McBryan. My middle name's Patrick, so my name's actually Michael Patrick McBryan, which is very, very, very Irish. So I'd love to come see Ireland one day. I think you guys know how to have some fun. Did DTD drop bombs on D-Day? Thanks, CWEs. Benoit, if you can answer that one. Benoit knows all about them dropping bombs. So yes, DTD actually did drop bombs. Their squadron actually pushed out, I think it was 12 20-pound bombs or 20 12-pound bombs. One of those, I can't remember. But Benoit knows for sure. Yes, 12 20-pound bombs. Yeah, so D-Day did drop. DTD did drop bombs on D-Day. Yeah, that's kind of a tongue twister. So yeah, again, you guys, hello from Calgary. I love Calgary. If anybody's in Calgary, please go support the guys making that Avro Arrow. Very, very cool. Hi, Tom from London, UK. Check. Okay, I think we can wrap it up a bit. Thank you guys. Look, all this cat hair. We have a sick cat, Dottie, in the hangar, and yeah, so we got cat hair everywhere. Juron saying, never do Patreon, find another conduit. Very good. Oh, Flight Chops is in there. Hey, Flight Chops. You guys, I had a cameo in Flight Chops' last video, and Flight Chops had a cameo in mine, so thank you, Flight Chops. Bryce Campbell, $1. Thank you, Bryce. James Hand, $20. I was flying my Piper Pacer, earlier after flying my Airbus 300 all week. Cargo, nice cargo. I've been enjoying your daily updates. Can't wait to see turning wrenches. See all turning wrenches on GT. Thanks, James Ann. I love the fact that you're a cargo pilot. That's so cool, especially on an Airbus. And then get to fly the Piper Pacer. Very, very, very cool. Hi from Norway. Rune Iskin. 100 NOKs. Thank you. 100 NOKs. Thank you from Norway. That's awesome. Flight Chops is saying, looking forward to doing more stuff with Mikey. Who wants Flight Chops to come with the pilot shortage? Maybe we should get Flight Chops and maybe kidnap them and then bring them Yellowknife and then put them to work flying DC-3s. So hopefully that goes good. Yeah, so I hope everything is going good. Hi from Chicago guy number 7. I feel so bad. I've been kind of ripping on Chicago, Canadian kind of teasing because Chicago's CNN is always saying Chicago's the coldest place in the world, and sorry about that. Actually, the amount of hate mail I got for actually mentioning CNN is hilarious. See, I don't really care about any news, like if it's CNN, MSNBC, or what's the other ones there, Fox News or anything like that. I find it all hilarious because they're just trying to sell you. Like it's basically just like PlaneSavers. They're just trying to entertain you. So anyway, so sorry for all the people I offended by mentioning CNN. Trust me, I don't take that stuff too seriously. So I just want to entertain you guys, and they do too. So we're just having fun. Mark Thompson, I missed my calling. I should have been a pilot for you guys. Too late now. I'm 60. Mark Thompson, 60 is not too late. My father's 74 years old. You have 14 years. Mark, you have 14 years. Come up, man. Pilots only last about a year, so you can have 14 basic careers, 14 runs at it. So, Mark, you're never too old. Just like DTD or any DC-3, they're never too old. They'll be flying long after everybody in the chat's dead, which is kind of morbid, but everyone will be gone. There'll still be a DC-3 flying. I guarantee that. And maybe a B-52 and probably Stearman. All right. We got Colin from Kilmarnock, Scotland. Hello, Kilmarnock, Scotland. We's saying hello from YXX Airport. I don't even. Where's YXX? Sounds spicy. Okay. Jed 747, Mikey, like to extend you an invite to visit the National Airline History Museum in Kansas City. We have a 1941 DC-3 that we're trying to send to Normandy. We also have a Connie and a 404 and a 727 passenger. Well, Jed 747, please shoot me some video. Like I was saying earlier, shoot me some video. Anybody, if you see a DC-3, don't take a picture of it. Send me a video. Get your camera. Get your phone. Like pretend this mouse is your phone. Just go like this. Click play. Go. Hello, my name is Juno Boom, and I'm sitting in Kingston, Ontario, and it's plus 36 degrees outside. But just do that, and then say, "Here's the DC-3," and I'll put you on the show. I think the most coolest thing that PlaneSavers evolved into is the ability for people to have an outlet to share experiences with aircraft, especially, and it doesn't really have to be DC-3, but just, DC-3s are kind of cool. But any airplane that is being saved or in danger, let me know. Send some video. I would love to do it, and you can send it. The best is just contact me on Instagram, because I have a little bit of a logistics problem. I got Twitter, both PlaneSavers, Mikey and Buffalo on Twitter, Facebook, same problem, and Ice Pilots. Instagram, same problem. Email, my personal email, and then the PlaneSavers email. So the best out of all ways to get a hold of me is Instagram. So it's at Mikey. Everything is at Mikey Mike. Everything is at MikeyMcBryan.com. So if you need to get a hold of me, the best place is Instagram. Everywhere else, I kind of have an automated message that pops up, because sometimes, even though I try, it takes me about a week, maybe even longer. There's some people that it's like a month before I can get their message, because just the amount of work it takes to answer everything. So, another thing, please don't send me a message that just says, "Hey." That's what I get a lot of those. It just says, "Hey." And then I say, "Hey." And they're like, "How's the weather?" And I'm like, "It's cold." And so a lot of those messages I can't really answer efficiently. But heck, yeah, whatever. Send me any message you want. I don't care. Matt Baker, good luck with the rebuild. Thank you. Ed, the Impala guy, aviation was my first career. Your endeavors make me wish I had stuck with it instead of becoming a paramedic. Would love to work and fly historic round motors. Well, Ed, the Impala guy, hopefully that's a Chevy Impala, which are a pretty cool car. But paramedic, you're doing a job that is 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times more important than saving airplanes. You're saving lives. So you're doing good. Don't worry about that. Josh Edridge, we don't have any display aircraft in New Brunswick. Closest, Greenwood, Nova Scotia. They have an Argus and Aurora and a Hercules and a C-47. Trying to find a picture. Josh, Greenwood, Nova Scotia. They're really cool. I get a lot of messages from guys that are working on the Aurora. For the U.S. people, the Aurora is the Canadian P3, but also Aurora is this top secret spy plane. But in Canada, it's just the P3. How top secret can an airplane be if I know about it? So I don't know. I don't even know if Aurora is a real airplane. Oh, okay. Emily Potts says hi. South Shields, UK. Hi, Emily. How's it going? How we got? We got 34 minutes, 697 people watching. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I know it's football day today. And I haven't even watched one football game because of PlaneSavers and you guys. So thank you. Wild Bill, Mikey, is your dad going to get the Order of Canada? I don't know. Maybe. You never know. It's a good question. Was this Super Bowl's Monday? No, Super Bowl's today. Anyway. Goldstorm 2010, $2. Thank you. Can you do a video on the tank-powered car in spring? The tank-powered car. I don't know about the tank-powered car. Interesting. It has wings, but thank you for the $2. That's very cool. Mikey, consider building an RCDC3 and consider using Buffalo early. Are you okay with me using the Liberty? Yes, Larry. Yeah, anybody that wants to make Buffalo Airways RC models, yeah, go right ahead. As long as you send me a picture so I can enjoy it, go right ahead. I love RC models. I love all the stuff that you guys could do from home with a limited budget. I support all that stuff. It's very important. You see, like Olivia, who's making her own Ice Palace episodes. They're building that big. I don't even know what scale that is. Like a 6 foot, 7 foot DC3 wing. So anybody, I support all that. Whew. Okay, folks. I think we're going to call it quits there now. So I just want to make sure everybody smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And my analytics tell me 70% of the viewers of PlaneSavers are not subscribed. So thank you for watching. But if you hit that subscription button, that really helps the whole channel grow and everything and blah, blah, blah. You hear every single YouTuber say the same stuff because it is important. But thank you, everybody. And I will probably end it there. One last question. Throw it in the thing. I'm going to do one final question. I hate saying goodbye to you guys because I love you guys so much. One last question. Okay, Law Dude, will DTD be cleared for jumping? That's a very complex question. The military can certify it for jumping. Certifying it through Transport Canada is kind of a nightmare because you're going to have to do a training manual, train the training manual, do flight training, whole 9 yards. But the way we do it in the past is we get certified through the through the Canadian military, and they put us through an inspection and all that stuff when we submit a whole bunch of paperwork. That's the most likely way we're going to do it because I'd rather have the military jump out than a whole bunch of crazy untrained people, honestly. But I love the military. I've been in contact with the U.S. military and the Canadian military using these airplanes for jumping. So I would totally look forward to that. Ramskeen, thank you. NOK, 100 NOKs. Can I come fly with you guys? If you get your pilot's license, you can come and fly with us. We can even pay you. So thank you. Douglas, is the plane going into the Buffalo fleet? No, DTD doesn't have a cargo door, and the upgrades now to say if we got DTD, if this was 5-6 years ago, it'd be very easy to get DTD hauling cargo. But nowadays, because you need TCAST, there's a whole bunch of, my brain is fried right now. TCAST and like not ADSB, but you need all the modern equipment. You need all the radios. You need GPS. You need sat tracking. You need all that fun stuff, and that's worth more in the airplane. So we have airplanes that do that. So DTD is going to live a nice life, mostly entertaining you guys for the foreseeable future. So every dollar we all spend, you, me, my father, the cat, everybody spends $1 on the airplane, is going towards something that will entertain you guys and not haul cargo. Even though I personally think it would be awesome if it hauled cargo, but we got other airplanes for that. She's going to be air shows and available to the public. Anybody who's a PlaneSaver fan will have full access to the airplane as much as you want. You can, sit there in the pilot seat and spit on the windows, all that fun stuff. Spitting on the windows because you go. It's a joke if someone doesn't get it. Guy Stevenson, thank you. Oh, 200 Australian. Wow, thank you. That's absolutely amazing. Guy, thank you. Guy Stevenson, thank you from Australia. Why are the Australians being so awesome? Thank you. That's very cool. That's awesome. Ever since I seen the Simpsons episode about Australia, I always wanted to go there. That's a joke, but I love the Simpsons and I love Australia and I love everything. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to end her right on the 40-minute mark. We got 10 seconds. Thank you guys so much. I love doing these Sundays. I'll probably keep doing these Sundays because it's simple. I can talk to you guys directly. And I got 3 seconds. See you next Sunday. We've got a new episode coming tomorrow. Bye, folks.